Hey, this is Jacob Carlson, and this is the EzHire Hangout. Today we have Jason Reposa from GoodFeels, the founder and CEO. Excited to have him on today. Just like every other Hangout, we like to start with kind of our rapid fire questions, keep it loose, make sure we're friends as well as we kind of get this thing kicked off. So hey, I'll have 5 seconds to answer each one of these questions. If you get each one of them right, we'll send you a EzHire t-shirt. Probably send you one already if we didn't give you one already today. So 5 questions, nothing to do with cannabis. Let's start. What's your favorite dessert?
I'm gonna go with dates, peanut butter, and chocolate. That's my go-to every night.
So you have this is one of my favorite questions for you. You have a very unique style. So describe your style in one word, Jason.
Chaos.
What's the one thing that you wish you enjoyed more than you do?
Oh man, that is a loaded question. I would say oftentimes I think about my children because I'm spending so much time building this company. I wish I could enjoy their presence more.
This is probably a little bit of lighter one, but do you believe in ghosts?
No. I believe in science.
So here's the last question, rapid fire. Is your bed made right now? If I looked at your bed.
100%, yes, it is.
Jason, dude, thank you for hopping on. Tell me a little bit about GoodFeels. We saw you guys at NECAN, kind of kicking stuff off. Tell me a little bit about the business, how long you've been in business, how you guys got started. Give me some background.
Sure. I mean, this is a long story, but I'll try to keep it as brief as possible. GoodFeels, we've been around for about a year and a half, 2 years maybe now. So I got laid off in January 2020, and I was looking for my next thing, and I happened to have a really good experience with cannabis. And I am not a traditional cannabis user. I didn't come from the legacy market and trying to find having a dealer and all that stuff. I literally came with it with a fresh perspective. And so I don't, obviously in many ways, I'm not tied to the original kind of legacy models. And so when I came into this industry, I came in with fresh eyes to kind of figure out like, there's a better way to do things in cannabis, at least for my approach. And I will never put anybody down for how they consume cannabis, but I knew I couldn't smoke or vape in front of my kids. I just couldn't. Like I can't all of a sudden be like, hey, daddy, it's okay for daddy, but not for you. You know what I mean? Like I just didn't want to be that hypocrite. So I made a conscious decision to try to find basically prepare the best edibles that I could. And that's kind of where I started was in a lot with edibles and then moved on to beverages.
Yeah, it's awesome. And you guys have great branding and great kind of messaging around your business in general. Really like a lot of the stuff that you have. Talk to me about cannabis beverages, right? It's such a hot market right now, probably one of my most excited about markets and spaces going into 2022. You guys focus on low dose. Give me an idea of kind of like why you went the way as far as like low dose versus maybe, a higher dose beverage product that has been out maybe a little bit longer. Give me an idea why you went that route.
That's a great question. And it is something that does come up occasionally. I think for the most part, people have kind of figured out low dose, especially in the Massachusetts market is a thing now. Although how acceptable is it? I don't know. But basically so cannabis beverages in Massachusetts have a limit of 5 mgs per unit, right? And so automatically we're limited compared to most states, right? So most states are 10. Not most, but there's many states that are 10 mgs minimum, maximum, and we're 5, so half that.
Yeah, and just the last question too is like, where can we find you? GoodFeels, goodfeels.com, like you mentioned. What other things? And just so you know, we'll plug like your logo and that sort of thing, brands, that sort of thing. So where can we find you?
Yeah, so getgoodfeels.com. And so you got to make sure to put the get in front of it. The person who owns goodfeels.com hasn't gotten back to me ever. I've tried a million times. But getgoodfeels.com. Yeah, it happens with domains. And it's just part of the tech world. You know how it works. Yeah, the first thing I did was find a domain name. The first thing I did, I was like, I gotta find a domain name. And then I'll put the brand around it, But actually my mother-in-law came up with the name, so that was great. But on LinkedIn, I'm just Jason Reposa, as well as GoodFeels is on LinkedIn. We're on Facebook. For the most part, a little bit on Facebook, a little bit on Instagram. That's a whole nother discussion about social media because anybody who's talking about cannabis on social media has a risk of getting all of their social pulled, right? Poof, just up in smoke, right? So it's like, how much money do we want to invest in that if we can literally just lose tomorrow? So we're not really spending much there, whether it's time or money. But you know, LinkedIn is fairly friendly to cannabis, and so we haven't really had any issues with them. So we're definitely there. But you know, we're going to be more social soon. We just launched only about 2 weeks ago. So
Awesome. Yeah, Jason, excited to continue to partner with you. We're having a job fair actually on 420. We'd love to have you guys at it as well. We'll talk more about it. But yeah, thanks for being on the show, and that's pretty much it.